Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is KJ Romero. I'm an A-Pro for Factory Supercross BMX. I do a lot of the talking segments here on the channel, so you'll see a lot of my face. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Tech Tip Tuesday. Every single Tuesday we drop a new video, either a tech tip or a how-to, showing you how to work on your bike or just be a better BMX racer overall. So if that's something that you're into, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more cool videos and future how-tos. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the angle of your handlebars, finding that sweet spot, and how that sweet spot can really improve your riding. So when I was growing up, I was always told the best position to have your handlebars is perfectly in line with your forks, which is a good starting point. But as I got older, I decided to play around with the angle of my handlebars. I would try a little bit back, and then I would try a little bit forward. But if you can tell, if you look at it from the side, my handlebars are just a tad bit forward from the angle of my forks, and for me that's the best position to have my handlebars. That way it gives my legs a little bit of room, and it makes it a little bit harder to manual because I would rather bonk something than loop out. It also helps me with my gates because when I had them level with my forks, I had the tendency to ride a huge wheelie out of the gate. So with them angled just a tad bit forward, it helps me get that weight over the front of my bike and keep that front wheel down. If you're not really sure where you want your handlebars to be, I suggest lining them up perfect with your steer tube, so that way you have a starting point. Once you've ridden it like that for a little bit and it feels good, try moving them just a little bit forward. Ride them like that for a little bit, and then try and move them a little further back. And then you kind of have an idea of how each one feels. There's not the perfect answer to where you should angle your handlebars. It's whatever suits you the best. But you don't want to have them angled too far back because that gives you less room. It's a possibility that you hit your knees on your handlebars. It's a lot easier to manual, so you might loop out and break your tailbone. And when they're angled far back like that, you're basically riding with your handlebars in your lap, and that's just not ideal. And you also don't want them too far forward because then you'll be really far over the front of your bike and it makes your steering feel really funny. When you steer, it's almost like it has a pause between each steer each way. So it turns real easy and then it's like pause, turns, pause. So that's not really ideal as well. If you're a taller rider, I would suggest tilting them forward a little bit because the further you have your bars angled back, the less room that gives you on the top tube and the more likely you are to smash your knees on your handlebars. And we all know that hurts really bad. When I was about 16, I came unclipped and I smashed my knee on my stem, and I ended up breaking my kneecap in half and tearing my patella tendon, and I had to have surgery and I was out for 6 months. So don't be like me and be safe. And that's another reason why I think clip pedals are the devil. So that's it for today. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me on another episode. Like I said, if you're not really sure where you want your handlebars to be, just play around with it, make very small adjustments. Don't put them too far forward and don't put them too far backwards because it will throw your riding completely off and it'll feel funny, and it's a possibility that you could get hurt. So just make small adjustments and pick the one that you like the best. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.